Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome to 2025. We are doing a recap video now on our 2024 videos. Now you seem to enjoy the last recap video, so we thought we'd do another one and let you know what my favourite hairstyles or videos were of 2024. Now before I carry on, me and Liam would just love to say a massive thank you for all your support. Everyone who subscribed, the amount of just a single like on a video, comments you've put, I mean, incredible. And just your support, your ongoing support that you show to our channel. It doesn't go unnoticed. We do really appreciate it. And yeah, I really hope you enjoy my recap of 2024. I've got to say, I think one of my favorites, I wouldn't say it was a haircut. I'd say it was what we did, a series that we did was Save or Shave. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. I feel like it was a really good way of people seeing at what point you can save somebody's haircut and save the level of thickness that you can still get if you've got thin hair. I think my favourite one we did was James. It was the last video we filmed. It was our bonus Save or Shave video. And I just felt like for me personally, I feel like we hit the nail on the head. And James was really open to it as well. It was actually James' idea. He wanted to buzz it. I think because we'd had him in already and we tried to do our best with the kind of short crop fringe, I just felt like the way he was open to it, we managed to get the face shape sitting right as well. I just felt like we saved him, but we also shaved him. So I feel like it was a bit of a 2-in-1 there, but that was my favourite one. Today, we've got a bonus Save or Shave. Now, you might recognise James. James was our guest in the last episode of Talking Hair Loss. And we've done a haircut on him to try and showcase the fullness of the top. But you're back, and we're going to do Save or Shave. Now, what is making you decide to shave it?
I want to try something new.
Okay.
So the thing with hair is it's always going to grow back.
Yep.
So I just want to test out something new, see what it's like.
Yep.
But I'm still not 100% sure on kind of what length.
Okay.
So that's what I'm looking to get your advice on, really.
Yeah. Okay.
What kind of length, although I do like the skin fade on the back and side still, quite like that. But for the top, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure what would suit me best. Maybe longer, shorter, I don't know.
I feel like we would save this by shaving it, if that makes sense. But maybe not necessarily like buzzing it like a sort of like a 2 or 3 or 4. What I think we should do is create a shaved head look through our fingers and through scissors. I can layer that forwards and then we can take your fringe shorter. But by layering it forwards, it still keeps fullness at the front. But I can then create your hairline for you. So I can give you the effect of a shaved head, but by saving the fullness at the top. Cut off. Scissors to break it up and make it look very natural, as though we've just shaved it. So what was it like the reaction you got off being on the channel? Did anyone see it, you know, or? A
few people at uni that I hadn't spoke to in a few years, really.
Oh yeah.
They messaged me saying, oh, I saw your face pop up on my either Insta feed or YouTube or whatever.
Oh, nice.
Which was really surprising because I hadn't spoken to these people for, you know, quite a long time.
You see, we're not just saving hairlines. We're also bringing people together. You know, we should maybe do a separate series of that, Liam.
Whoa, it looks nice.
You don't look like you've got
I like that a lot.
going on whatsoever.
That looks really good. I think I see what you mean with keeping it slightly longer. It still looks shaved, but it's still, it's like it's got a bit of length there.
Yeah.
And I think that's the perfect decision, you know.
Happy, yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome, mate. Thank you, mate.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're very
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
think one of my other favourite videos from last year was Alexi. Now, I don't know if you remember this video, but Alexi had been struggling with some health issues, and it was the first time he'd actually really been out, especially in such a public setting. And he was just such a kind man. Like, you know, you could just tell he had a heart of gold, and his personality he was very like bear-like, you know. He had a big beard, big curly hair, but he was just so soft in his voice, in his mannerisms, just everything about him. I think he was just a lovely guy. And I think I don't always look at the haircut. I always think it comes down to the person in the chair at the same time. I feel like there's a lot that can be said about when you see someone's personality, especially in the chair, and especially if, you know, you're a barber or a hairdresser watching this. You get where I'm coming from, right? You know, the haircut just accentuates the person in the chair. And I think I loved the haircut that we did on him. I thought it was nice. I thought it was I just felt really nice doing the haircut on somebody who'd really been struggling. I think sometimes it's very easy to forget what our job entails, you know, but it isn't always just about the haircut. And for me, Lexi was very memorable, and I'm going to put her up there with one of my favourite ones from last year. Today we've got Alexi in the chair. How are you doing?
Thank you for having me, man.
You're welcome.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. So what's the plan? What are we doing today?
You know what? I've come all this way. I was hoping I could get some direction. It's been a struggle, my hair, for a very long time.
Okay.
And my mum and my friend Ali would love for me to take some length off the top, but I really do enjoy the curls. But at the moment, it's just really hard to manage. You have so much experience. I would. Whatever you feel free and to do what you think is best, because at this stage I'm just so comfortable with this look that, like I said, this look isn't me anymore. So if you think that a 0.5 or a 1 or a 1.5 would be best, then I'm absolutely fine with anything.
Yeah.
You know what? I've read so much over the last 10, 15 years. I used to just really enjoy watching videos like yours and others. I've learned so much, but I never put it into practice. So maybe now is the time that you're the encouragement I need.
So what made you grow your hair out then? But what was the reason?
I wouldn't say I maybe chose to.
Unintentional, was it?
Yeah, no, Dan. I've been struggling with my mental health these last few years, and I've just been struggling to get myself to the barbers. So struggle with perfection and OCD, and I think I was in hospital for quite some time a couple of years back, and I've just been struggling to do things out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
But I think, as you said, Dan, you know, like to wash my hair more often, to do things more often for me is the best thing rather than to avoid it.
So the curls, they run in the family, I can see, yeah?
You know what? Yeah, you know, we were talking about all these products that you said you would give me advice. So, you know, for a very long time, like I said, I've put so much work into learning more about it, but I don't put it into practice. But all of my knowledge goes to my sister. So
I was going to say, you've got incredible curls. I mean, you should be able to give the advice.
I'm so emotional. I just like crying when we speak. I'm so happy.
Oh, that's lovely. But no, I mean, your hair is outstanding. It really is. I mean, so all the advice you've been given, you've been passing on to your sister, and she's took it all on board by the looks of it.
He knows all the stuff. It's just, I think today, honestly, you're going to be so motivated for him.
Yeah. Do you think sometimes you just need that little bit of a kick, a little kickstart, right? You know, I think you just need that, don't you, sometimes?
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, mate. Thank you very much, man.
No,
it was great to give you the advice.
Yeah,
just stick to it now, please, okay?
I will,
just stick to it, man. I'll have to hold you accountable now.
Look at this photo.
There you go.
You're going to picture what he looks like. He's come a long way. Look,
Oh my God, wow. That's one hell of a beard, man. Wow. That is an incredible beard. You really have, mate. You really have. Like a new man.
Thank you, Dan. You made my day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, buddy. I hope you enjoy the new look. That's the main thing.
It means a lot to me. Thank you.
think one of my favourites was when we had Adia in the chair. His girlfriend surprised him from Paris and she brought him over and he didn't have a clue. And that wasn't for the cameras, he genuinely didn't have a clue. That was possibly my favourite, one of my favourite haircuts that we did, because not only was his personality fantastic, he was such a good laugh in the chair, his hair looked incredible when it was done. Like, he had that texture that made my job look so much better. He showed me all the pictures that he'd had done as well. He'd had the shaved head, then he'd grown it out a little bit longer. He'd had a messier top, he'd had a side part. He showed me loads of variations. And I mean, so jealous, he suited every one of them. I think the before and after of that one was possibly one of my favourites throughout last year. Because we didn't do an awful lot, but it just shows you just changing around the shape of somebody's hair and just showcasing how you can match a face shape in with hair texture and head shape and the right finishing product. It just changed them. And I mean, it helped that he was an incredibly handsome man as well. That didn't go amiss. So yeah, I think that's up there with one of my favourites from last year. Today we've got Adia in the chair. So what's the plan? What are we doing today?
It's my first time with a real hairdresser. In France, my hairdresser cost 8 euros. It was a disaster every time. So I don't know what I want. I will just trust you. Normally, I put 1 kilo of gel on my head. So 2 kilo and 1 hour, 3 kilo. It's a big budget.
Have you got any idea of what, like, in an ideal world, how would you like your hair to look?
No, this is the story of my hair.
Okay, wow.
When I shave my hair after this.
Wow, go back. You really suit that.
It's the best time for my hair.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm genuinely lost for words because you suit every single length. Now I know behind Liam, we don't want to shave it off, do we?
No, I mean, if it's possible, I like it. I like the long and stick back.
Yeah, I know.
If it's not possible, because he doesn't want to like spend 1 hour every morning, then it takes like longer than me to get ready. Yeah. If there's an easy way to, make it slick back every morning, then I think that would be the best.
I think it's not possible.
But if it's not possible,
That's one side of it. What do you want to do?
I love easy routine, I think.
Okay.
But he's the boss.
Yeah. Well, I think we need to listen to the boss.
Yes, I think.
So I think you've been struggling because it hasn't been getting cuts right to the texture of your hair. And it's really important that we look after our hair. A good shampoo and conditioner routine means a nice styled head of hair.
Okay, for the moment I have one shampoo for my feet and my hair.
What I think we need to do, I need to combine the two. So I want to keep length in it, because I know that's what you like. I want to give you low maintenance. I think we give that a go. This was a surprise, am I right? Yeah. How did you keep it so quiet?
Could never expect that we would go here for that reason. I had to find a way to not having him cut his hair
before the trip.
He was so done with his long hair. But we had to come all the way to here.
That's amazing.
To find you and help us.
Well, that's what we're here for. Whereabouts in France are you from?
Paris.
A suburb of Paris. Emily's in Paris is not the truth.
There's no one comparing to you in Paris.
Oh, that's kind.
We have to come here.
She told me I want holidays in London. I said yes, why not?
Let me get a haircut first. No.
I want to move on London definitely, maybe next year, because I don't speak English for the moment.
You speak better English than I think you think,
I think I speak English like a donkey.
I'm surprised you can understand me.
When I see your TikTok channel, I'm like, oh no, English accent is terrible. I understand nothing. One reason more to move in London. Ciao, Paris.
If you had like a Dolce & Gabbana model contract, I wouldn't be surprised, mate.
Honestly, I'm born again.
Do you like it?
I don't
I
think.
love it.
Okay, that's amazing. That's the main thing, really.
I don't think it was possible. It's in my dream every night.
I love it.
Yeah? You like it, yeah? Was it worth the trip?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. Amazing. Thank you very much, man. Now, I don't think it would be fair not to mention this particular video in my top 5 favourite videos from last year. And this was Jasper. Now, if you remember Jasper, he'd been growing his hair for 12 years. And I think that was a shock for me. I think it was a shock when he walked in for Liam. And it was a very lovely shock for Jasper at the end to see his haircut that he asked for. He was very happy with it, which you know, it can be daunting doing a lot of transformations because you don't really know if they actually want the finish that they want. That's why I'm very cautious when it comes to it. That's why I always ask them, are you sure? But Jasper's was just God, that was memorable. It really was. He looked like a completely different person. But what I really enjoyed about that one, when you see the before and after shot, he looks like a completely different person. But he handled it so well. You know, you could tell he was really ready for it. You could tell the hairstyle suited him as well. I think he picked a good haircut as well. And I just kind of guided him through it, which I always think is the best way to get the best haircut for somebody. And it was just such a big transformation. It really was. I think it's an unforgettable transformation. I think it was the biggest one we've ever done. In fact, I know it is. It's the biggest transformation we've ever done. Now, I know we've done a lot of transformations, and they are when we say they're huge in terms of how they look when they're finished on the person, but this was genuinely like completely image changing for Jasper. So Jasper's up there in my top 5.
I mean, I haven't had like a haircut for like the past 12 years or so. So
today we've got Jasper in the chair. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good, mate. So what are we doing? What is the plan?
Right. So I've been growing my hair for the last 12 years or so. And for the past 12 years, I've been like the guy with long hair, basically. And for like the past half a year to a year, it's just not really been who I am anymore. So I'm looking for a rather radical change.
Okay, no worries.
The first one.
Okay.
So it's like a crew cut kind of, I guess. So the thing I do like here is that like the top is quite short, not super short about like the sides. They might be a bit too skinny for me. The first one and the second one, this is one of yours actually. Yeah, and I do like the textured top. I do quite like that.
But yeah, are you 100% sure?
I am 100% sure. Yes.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, I think let's get this cut off then, and then we'll try and what I'll do is I'll cut it off as sort of high as I can up the top. Okay. So we'll preserve all of this. What are you going to do with the hair?
So I am thinking of donating it.
I mean, you could probably get 2 weeks out of that, for sure. Because a lot of guys come in with hair to just about sort of here, and they want to donate it. But you've obviously yours is almost touching the floor. I was worried you were going to sit on it when you sat down a minute ago when I asked you to take a seat. Yeah. I think this is, to be fair, and I think Liam, you'd agree on this one. This is probably the biggest transformation we've ever done. By far, I think. I think the longest we've done before this was 7 years growth. Okay. So you've almost doubled that. So well done.
12 years.
Right. Well, let's get this cut off then.
All right. Let's do it.
Is everyone ready at home? Sure.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Lifting this up. I mean, the thing is, your hair is in extremely good condition for 12 years.
I know,
of growth.
And like
it really is.
I actually get asked like by quite a lot of people like what I do, and like I don't really take that good like care of it. Like I just got very lucky genetically. I think when it comes to my hair, because like I just like so the one thing I do not do is to blow dry it. I think that makes a larger difference for sure, but like
definitely.
I only just use shampoo. I don't even use conditioner.
Don't use conditioner?
Yes.
Wow.
I know.
I mean, you are like breaking all the sorts of molds here from what you, apart from the non-heat exposure.
Right.
I get that, yeah, for sure. That's amazing because you really shouldn't be putting too much heat on your hair.
Yeah.
Realistically. That is what the heck.
There we go. That's my
a
hair.
Thick head of hair, that one.
Yeah.
I've got a snake over me. Have I meant for that?
12 years of hair.
12 years. I mean, just like that. Like so.
The weirdest experience I had there was like in Las Vegas when I was visiting there, and somebody just like came up to me on the street and like just like tugged my hair and
what?
Yeah,
genuinely, just tugged it. Yeah, wow.
I think he thought that it wasn't like real hair.
Oh my goodness.
So it was like quite weird, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd thing. Yeah.
Awesome.
Happy, yeah?
Yes,
Amazing.
very.
Thanks, Josh. That was really cool, mate. My next favourite video from last year is our video with Jacob. Now, Jacob was from Australia and he'd been travelling around Europe and he kindly gave his time up to come in and get a haircut. Now, he'd been cutting his own hair. I've got to say, I think I said this in the video, it was a fantastic attempt at cutting his own hair. Obviously, there was things that weren't particularly, perfect in it, but I wouldn't expect that. But I did feel like he'd give it such a good go. You could see he had an eye for detail. And I think also he'd been trying to launch his own YouTube channel as well on his lifestyle and his fitness and his nutrition. And we were talking about how heavily influenced the image and his haircut goes in with his lifestyle. And I thought that was a really good video to sort of showcase how a haircut has to match your lifestyle. One of the other reasons why I enjoyed it so much was because it was a lovely, almost grown out buzz cut finish. I could showcase so many techniques in his hair that certain tools work really well for that hair type, which I thought was really good to showcase. Don't showcase them particular tools very often, but I just loved the end result. I thought it was such a fitting haircut for what he does for a living. I think it was fitting for his hair texture, and I just thought it was a really good style. I just really enjoyed that kind of like grown out buzz cut look, and it was a haircut that we hadn't done. We don't get many of them hairstyles in. I think it's up there personally because I just love that style of hairstyle too. Not too dissimilar to my own, but just a little bit more heavily textured, and we took away his fringe. We cut it all the same sort of length, so it looked like it had grown out. So yeah, I think Jacob's up there in my top 5. Today we've got Jacob in the chair. How you doing?
Very well.
Good, man, good. So what are we doing today? What's the plan?
Obviously, it's pretty rugged at the moment. Just to give you a bit of a background, I cut my own hair.
Oh, wow.
I've been doing it for a long time now, like probably over 10 years, but nothing crazy. Just
nice.
With a wall clipper in my backyard or in the bathroom with 2 mirrors and just trying to make do with what I got.
You've done a good job, mate. I've had some haircuts that's been done by barbershops, mate, and it's been a lot worse than that, mate. I was like, yeah.
Get my hair kind of sorted out.
Okay.
One is a wedding.
Okay.
I've got a wedding coming up.
Yeah.
Don't know the exact date yet, but it is coming in, and I've got about a year's time to just figure out a nice haircut that I can pull off.
Nice.
And then secondly is a bit of content creation. So just being a bit more comfortable in front of the camera.
Yeah. Of course.
I didn't really like the look of just a shaved head on the camera. It was definitely convenient.
I think with the top, I don't know if you're going to be able to picture this, but I've got this in my head. Imagine in between a sort of grown out buzz cut and the length you've got now.
Yep.
Just a very, very choppy top. Yep. Very, very heavily textured top.
I've only ever had probably a handful of haircuts in a barbershop in the past 10 years.
Wow.
The main catalyst behind that is, I went to a barber once, I think it was before my year 10 formal. It was about a week before. And it was in the days where the side part was a thing.
Oh yeah.
It's a massive thing.
Yeah.
And I just asked for it to just be, flipped over to the left or the right or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And she'd basically just cut really high up into my hairline and just said, oh, you can cut it both ways and you can style it both ways. And I was just like, oh man.
Oh wow.
This is just a week before my formal, and it was just terrible. So
it's devastating. Yeah.
It was the main thing that made me want to try and cut my hair.
Wow.
And I just got a clipper from, I think it was the equivalent to like a Tesco's from here or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Over the years, I just started to experiment with different styles and, different hair shapes and everything.
Oh, nice, man.
That's kind of where I came across your page actually years ago, where I just got inspiration from different YouTubers and how to actually cut hair.
You mean you watch other YouTube channels?
No.
Oh my God, what are you trying to say? Just right there, go on right there.
Cuts over.
Yeah, there we go, done. Yeah.
and my fiance will be happy.
Yeah, she'll like that. That's good. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jacob.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome, mate. Thanks for giving me a bit of creative freedom on that one, mate. That was cool. It was really good fun, though. I don't think my top 5 would be complete if I didn't mention Hector's video. That was such a transformation. I don't mean in the terms of the Jasper transformation, but in terms of how different he looked. So he came in and he had that, it was just a very long comb over. He looked like he hadn't been into a barber chair for a long time. I think he may have even said that. And he showed me a haircut I was not expecting him to show me, which was a mod. And I'm a big fan of mods, love them. I just wasn't expecting that to be it was the final haircut of the day actually as well. So I wasn't expecting it. And the end result, I think I was even shocked at how different he looked and at how much of an improvement it was to his hair texture, to the look, or his overall look, should I say, but how much it filled the hairline up as well, because he did have quite a high hairline. And just bringing that forward, I was kind of shocked a little bit, and that does happen sometimes. I do get a bit shocked at my own work. I'm a bit like, wow, I wasn't expecting I could do that or pull that off. I just thought the end result, he just looked so different. And again, I don't mean in a Jasper sense of going from hair down to his knees to short hair, just the overall image that haircut portrayed on him, how much when it made his face change, it made his face shape change, it made his features change. It even made his hair texture look different as well. And I've got to say, and another thing as well, we had somebody in watching us do that haircut as well for a potential future series as well. So I had the pressure of doing it on camera, doing such a transformation on something that I wasn't so sure it would actually turn out the way it did. And also they had the pressure of someone watching it in terms of an education value side of it as well. So yeah, I think that has to be up there. I think Hector's video has to be up there with my top 5. And today we've got Hector in the chair. So what's the plan? What are we doing today?
Change it and do something significant with it. My hairline is increasingly going back, so I would like to do something where I can kind of cover up the forehead a bit, and yeah, maybe like, I guess it's called a mod cut, but maybe like some of these kind of things here, like I'm really, particularly these couple as well here. I know that my hair texture might not suit these kind of looks as well, so.
Just gotta try and picture you a minute.
No, sure.
This might be itching you like mad, but I've just gotta try and picture you with the fringing, see what that looks like. Let me see. Yeah, I think that'll work. Something along the lines of this, but I like that sort of very heavily textured finish.
That sounds all good to me. Honestly, I'm ready for. I'm happy for you to do what you need to do.
And did you have a long sort of hard think with the missus as well about what it is you want to do?
Yeah, to be honest, she just made all the decisions. That was
you played it out like it was your idea.
Her biggest thing is whenever I show her a photo, she says, "You know, you can't get that guy's face, right?" And I'm like, "Oh, that hurts." But it's not untrue.
Savage. What do you reckon your kids will say when you get into school tomorrow?
There's a bit of a tradition that like whenever someone gets a haircut, you just go and slap their head. So I'm worried that's going to be what's going to be happening for the first couple of hours.
There we go, mate.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Cool, man.
It's great. It's exactly what I was looking for. Mate, honestly, thanks so much.
Thank you very much, man. That's awesome.
I haven't been bold enough to do a big change like this before, so I'm glad it's done.
But you know what's interesting, right? Obviously, Liam knows who's coming in. Yeah. I don't.
Okay,
and my last client was talking about haircuts, and he said, "What's your favourite haircut of all time?" And I was like, "The mod." Hey, and behold, you come and save the day, mate. You know what I mean?
It's fate. Cheers, mate. I appreciate it.
So guys, that is my top 5 favourite videos from last year. I'd love to know what your top 5 favourite videos were. Not just based on the views, but based on personal opinion on what you think were our best or my best haircuts that I did. So let us know in the comments. And don't forget, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe.